The White House has announced a new round of student loan cancellations. The administration says this latest action cancels $7.4 billion in debt for 277,000 people across the country. Now, it largely impacts borrowers enrolled in a student loan repayment plan known as SAVE. 18 Republican-led states in two separate lawsuits are pushing to get the plan tossed out. Let's bring in CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe. Hi there, Ed. So what is the main thrust of this latest round, and how does it fit in with a series of student loan forgiveness proposals announced by the president earlier this week?
Yeah, because on top of what's just been announced, Elaine, it now accounts for about $153 billion in debt forgiven for about 4.3 million student borrowers across the country. Big numbers there. We'll see if it ever actually happens, because as you mentioned, those legal challenges continue. But in these cases now, you're looking at very narrow cases of people who, say, for example, in the case of this SAVE program, have made at least 10 years of payments if they took out like $12,000 or less in loans to pay for college. And so you're talking about very specific amounts, not terribly large amounts of money necessarily, but people who are facing, issues with their income and being able to pay back those loans while also just living their lives. And so we will see ultimately whether these survive legal challenges. But once again today, capping a big week of announcements on these forgiveness plans. And the White House says those 267,000 people, if they're eligible, should be receiving some kind of an email today from the administration telling them that they're eligible.
Well, how concerned is the Biden administration, Ed, about these lawsuits against the SAVE plan?
It's interesting. When they're asked about it, Elaine, the answer is essentially that Republican attorneys general or governors or others who want to do this are simply being unfair and putting too much of a financial burden on their constituents. They're not making the legal argument necessarily, other than to say what's being done in this case doesn't violate, they believe, what the Supreme Court had ruled last year on a different kind of law. And so we'll see. In essence, they're making a political argument against the legal argument, which might mean that they know ultimately they could face some legal issues. And the president himself has said when he was a candidate and since he became president, the best way to do this, as with most issues, is through legislation that would establish it in law. In the meantime, he'll at least attempt to forgive these loans and tell people that they're forgiven. And we'll see after the election if it ever actually happens.
Well, how important is the issue, Ed, of student loan forgiveness to the president's re-election campaign?
Hugely important for two reasons. One, progressives want it, so the base of the party. Second, younger people or working class folks who maybe have their own kids now and are trying to finish off these loans are certainly eager to accept it if they're eligible. Those are exactly the kind of people he needs to be motivating to vote for him and for Democrats this fall. So it just so happens that politically, in addition to providing real relief if it ever comes, there's the potential for him to benefit at the ballot box in November.
All right, Ed O'Keefe at the White House. Ed, good to see you. Thank you.
Take care.